Sambuddho Bhagava Buddham Bhagavantam Abhivade Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhamma Namasami Subhadipano Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Sangha Namami. Okay, shall we start?
Thank you very much.
Meditate.
Now shall we start meditation for 3 minutes. Thank you very much. Now we are going to start the session. So today we have 4 distinguished speakers. Venerable Ukundala, Venerable Khemasara, Mon Khemasara, Bhikkhuni Dole Aunty, Sayale Sudarsana. So first of all, I would like to invite Venerable Ukundala to share his experience about the meditation technique by Most Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh. Venerable Ukundala, please, you are welcome.
Thank you, Bandi. I would like to request to the Duli Aunty, because she is a great disciple of the Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh.
Okay.
That's why I would like to listen first from the great disciple and then the real disciple of the Thich Nhat Hanh. So I would like to request, please to transport.
Sister Dole Aunty, please, I would like to invite Sister Dole Aunty. Sister Dole Aunty is IBS PhD candidate at International Buddhist Studies College. So she is also a great disciple of Most Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, and she is herself as a meditation master. So I think I don't need much introduction about her. She already is well known among us, also among many countries. So Sister Dole Aunty, we are very humbly waiting for you to listen your idea and experience about the meditation technique by Most Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh. You are welcome, please.
Honorable Amo, brother,
Yeah.
your music is like the song, like this. Okay.
Afternoon, brother and sister. Do you hear me?
Yeah, hear you.
Very clear, very clear.
Very clear. It's okay. Because
Yes.
today in my temple have a ceremony, but I don't join. I attend ceremony and join with all of you. Yeah, I ordained in Plum Village and follow my master Thich Nhat Hanh for around 10 years. And I have a many time to live with him and learn from him a lot. And the techniques of Plum Village, we say this is the mindfulness living. At Plum Village, we aware, we practice mindfulness into our daily activities. When we do the eating, sometimes we have a many practice, sitting, walking, lying, but we say this is a total deep relaxation. Mindful living with gatha, eating, mindful movements, and mindful prayer, or walking meditation. We have a many kinds of meditation. Anything activity become meditation. Also have a singing meditation, tea meditation, and deep listening and loving speech. It is some special practice in Plum Village. In the sitting meditation is the same way you practice. And in our center, they also use the cushion because they need to support the posture. But that is not necessary. Depends on your body and make your body is feel comfortable. That's why we have some cushion and the mat. The way we sitting, we also practice follow the sutta, the methods, follow the Mahasatipatthana Sutta and Anapanasati. But I think in Plum Village, Anapanasati Sutta is very important because when we practice, my master always teach us about Anapanasati. And this is the main method for sitting or for walking meditation too. The way is the same. When you sitting meditation, you also feeling in and out breath and release your tension on your body and aware of the feeling in any area in your body and just there recognize. This means the mindfulness that we just observe the feeling the mind, the body, as they are. So that the technique is the same, Mahasati, Pathanasutta, or Anapanasati. And this is the two sutta we use in Plum Village. The main sutta we practice and use. Also, we have a walking meditation, but the way we walk, not like in Vipassana meditation. The way we walk slowly and just aware of movement, don't have the not rising, moving and touching. No, we just aware the movement and feeling any and the way we walk very slowly and relax and aware every moment. Focus on the mind focus on your breath, on your pitch. Sometimes we can measure, combine the step, walking step with breath. For example, when you take the first one step, you take 1 or 2 in breath. In, we take 2 steps, and out, we take 3 steps. So that the breathing and step of the foot combine together. But how many steps is depends on your lung and natural rhythm of your step. If you have a long breath, you can take 3 steps. If you have a soft breath, you can take 2 steps. But always in breath, always short, then out breath. This is the way. And when we walking meditation, we walk in outside and in inside too. In inside, we walk very slowly. Let's go to outside. We walk naturally, slowly but naturally. Not so slow like in the meditation hall. And we can walk around the monastery to see, to look, to hear anything arise. But the time we walking meditation is mean the time we observe inside your body, the movement, and you cannot the outside, the environment outside around in you. You can hear the singing of birds. You can see the flower, anything. Every phenomena arise, you recognize and accept. And also, when we do like this, we also give us some positive thinking. We can match the happiness, great happiness inside. And we also practice instinct meditation. Instinct meditation, this is the process we practice when we go to the dining hall, standing and waiting to serve food. When you serve food, after that, you're aware of your body is the miracle. Because the food nourishes you, and the whole universe nourishes you. So that's the time we practice eating meditation, we also contemplate the interbeings, the everything or dependent origin, everything manifests and offer the food for you. Everything manifests and you have the good food, nourish yourself. That's why when we eating meditation, we also practice by contemplate before we eating. Before we eating meditation, we also practice by contemplation. For example, the whole Sangha, is the whole community, whole Sangha sit waiting each other, come in the meditation hall to eat together. And then we invite everyone to practice by contemplation. Just only one brother or sister reads this text. This food is the gift of the earth, the sky, numerous living beings, and much harsh and loving work. May we eat with mindfulness and gratitude so as to be worthy to receive this food. May we recognize and transform unwholesome mental formations, especially our greed, and learn to eat with moderation. May we keep our compassion alive by eating in such a way that reduce the suffering of living beings, stop contributing to climate change, and heal and preserve our precious planet. We accept this, this food so that we may nurture so that we may nurture our brotherhoods and sisterhoods, building our Sangha, and release our ideal of service of all living beings. When we listen to this text and we contemplate this text always to cultivate your loving kindness, the understanding to and gratitude to receive the food. And after that, we eating very slowly, and we chew very carefully. Make the rice in your mouth, the food in your mouth become the quickly liquid and the rink. So that sometimes we say the rink food. It means that we chew very slowly and divide the food slowly, become the liquid and drink. We feeling any activity in the time we practice eating meditation. The next, also we have a practice deep relaxation. You can say lying meditation. Lying meditation is mean that we practice mindfulness of body in the body, Kayanupassana. And lying, and we scan our body, aware of our body, any the part in your body, from the head until to the foot. And we practice like that to relax any part of your body. This is the cultivate from this method. Take the sutta, Satipatthana Sutta. This is that we can say the 32 parts in your body contemplate. But the way we do a little bit different. We just do in the lying and scan the body and relax. This method can healing and release your tension, renew your energies. Also, one practice very important. We practice Gatha. Gatha meditation. It means that when we do any activity, we have the power and the power to remind. We must practice remind. We should be mindful in every activity. For example, in the morning, wake up, and the first thinking I always read this Gatha. Waking up this morning, I smile, knowing where there are 24 brand new hours before me. I know I vow to live full in each moment and look as it is with eyes and compassion. And then other movement, I have the other Gatha. We say this is Gatha or poem. We have many new Gatha. Hand, washing hand, wear the mask, take a shower, brush teeth, anything activity, we have the program like that. To cultivate your compassion, your mindfulness. When you read before you do this activity, you read this Gatha, and you aware, you should practice during the time you wash your hand, during the time you take a shower or brushing your teeth. This Gatha make you maintain the mindfulness energies in the daily life. So that's when you do mindful in everything activity, every activities in daily life. And then when you're sitting meditation or walking meditation, you receive a lot of benefit. Your mind more concentration. If you don't have mindfulness in the daily activity, when you go to the meditation or you practice sitting meditation, your mind run away a lot because the energy, mindful energy is not enough in the daily life, and your mind always thinking, and you lose yourself in present moment. But the power, the Gatha, to bring you back in the present moment and practice. So that we have a 108 Gatha for every activity. And we remind mindfulness in every activity. And this is the method we transform. When we sitting or we learn in this, we must learn how to transform the negative emotion or the negative mental formation. The first you must recognize you are angry, you are sadness, or you are happy. You must call true name of the emotion, mental formation. And then the second step, embrace. Embrace here, not try. Embrace, just observe, and with the mindful breath. Slowly, the transform. Calm down the negative emotion, and you can transform. We can understand clearly, like this is our mind. in our mind. This is the Mahayana. We say our mind, we can divide. This is the store consciousness. And in the upper, the mind consciousness. In the store consciousness, we have the many states. Pali, we say the bija. Many states in your store consciousness. Also have the good states and bad states. Or we say this is the kusala cetasika and akusala cetasika inside. But they always become the they stay in the store consciousness. They not manifest in the mind. Just when we hear something, we look something, and we touch with sense. For example, we hear something makes us anger, and the sense of anger to arise in the mind consciousness and bigger. When we think more, and you make your mind bigger. This is the manifest, the way of your mind function. And then you can behave like you make anger, you say something, you do something. How to transform? Inside your mind also have the other metta or mindfulness. You can invite, you thirst and thinking something to train and invite the metta citta, metta cetasika arise in your mind and make put more, make the metta enough. Do you know our mind only one mind? If metta arise in your mind, the anger come down to the store consciousness, and you transform, become from anger, transform to metta. That is the way we practice in Plum Village, and we know the activity, the mind function, the mind understand the mind, and to transform any negative emotion, any negative transformation, and make our life more happy and happy. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, sister, for your deep and enlightening speech. So first of all, I really like to thank you for joining us here today, despite you have busy schedule. And I send you one SMS that today is very important and it is related to you. That's why you accept our offer. Thank you very much. So our sister Bhikshuni Dole Ante, she mentioned many important points to cover up, especially the sitting, walking, eating, deep listening, loving, and especially singing. But I did not know if they also have dancing or not.
No dancing.
Okay, no dancing. So most of the meditation practice are actually, even though they are Mahayana practice, but the practice is similar with the Theravada, and we can relate it like Mahasatipatthana Sutta, Anapanasati Sutta also they have incorporated in their practice. And the most important point is that how about the 110 gathas, like poems, especially to practice in daily activities, which we actually don't practice. We don't have, I should say, we don't have this teaching. Maybe if we can read this book, maybe we also can learn many things. And Sister Doleante also mentioned about the knowing, recognizing the mind consciousness, especially the anger consciousness, and how to subdue the anger. But in parting to the anger, I will have question today, maybe after the first session. So thank you very much, Sister Dolante. Now, I would like to invite the next speaker, Venerable Ukundala. Also, he is, I saw just now Venerable Ukundala. I believe that he improved a lot and his mind is very calm and quiet after a long time because he is in retreat for many days. Venerable Ukundala also a meditation master and also a PhD candidate. And he is a renowned meditation master in Myanmar as well as in Thailand among the groups of the Myanmar community. So, Venerable Ukundala, Bante, please, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, Venerable Amo. Thank you all, my brother and sisters. Yeah, good afternoon. I see you again. I have maybe I miss many weeks, and I'm sorry about it. I'm quite busy here, so now I join again. So thank you. I have a chance to talk about today meditation, especially the method of the Thich Nhat Hanh, venerable, the most venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, the great, the teacher of the mindfulness, the famous in the West. Yeah, also he is a Zen master. He when he passed away, so many country and many people they feel we have the great loss. The one kind of the peacemaker, or one kind of the teacher mindfulness. So that is the his journey is very peaceful, but anyway we always have the problem. But I feel when I watch his video in YouTube many years ago, is non-violent activity, and then very mindful inside his mind. And then when he teach with the gently, I feel like this. I feel from his manner. So that is the very good to learn for us. And then his technique is sometimes closely with the Theravada. And he focused on now and listening from his disciple, our friend and Bhikkhuni Dodianti mentions on. We know already how his technique of the meditation with the full posture, sitting, the lying, eating, standing, and walking. So this is also Buddha teaching. So this is his technique is the most focus on the loving kindness meditation, and then the mindfulness meditation. Yeah, this is support to wisdom. And then we can also practice, because his technique is taken from the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, so Anapanasati, and then relax. Yeah, that is Buddha also said the preach in the if who practices the mindfulness meditation, he can overcome or sorrow, lamentation, the grief, and or suffer, or tension and or stress. We can overcome. So that's why it is very close with the Theravada, but in our most Theravada focus on the vipassana meditation, insight meditation. That's mindfulness. The Mahasatipatthana Sutta, also the vipassana meditation. The bodily, the mind, the mental formations, and then the Dhamma. So the 4 foundations of mindfulness. That is, they're almost the same and not very different. Only uses only to focus on mindfulness. And when we use the insight knowledge or the wisdom, that is became a vipassana, the insight meditation. So these are only the with different only term, but the reality is the same goal. So we can learn from the Thich Nhat Hanh. He wrote many books, maybe 100 over with English. So this is a great effort. How he sacrificed, to Buddhism. To his effort, I can see I can't do, any even one book writing the thesis. So very difficult for me. So how wonderful, 100 over, he wrote the Buddhism, the famous one is the engaged Buddhism. So that is the wonderful. So we should, take the very good example in the Buddhism. The most venerable, the Thich Nhat Hanh, is a very great the Zen master. The famous in the engaged Buddhism, and then teacher, the mindfulness master as well, and Zen master as well. And then he branched many, the monastery or many the meditation center in the whole world. So that is how grateful, how benefit to the world, how benefit to the the peaceful, how benefit to the in the world peace. So that is, we should take the example. This is the great example for all the young generation as well. So I'm not talking about the technique. I'm not talking about the technique of the Thich Nhat Hanh because I'm not very expert. But I learned from just learning from his and the talk. And then one I remember when he showing the emptiness, that is also the dependent origination. He explained, almost the same with our Theravada Buddhists. And then when he pour, he give the example with the glass, one cut of the glass, and then pour the water, and very clear, and how clear of this water. So this is, he say, the emptiness. So that is also how, give the good example. He give so how emptiness is not nothingness. Nothingness is go to the one kind of the wrong view. Emptiness is the right view. So I remember he shared it. This is the good example with the very pure water with the one glass of the cup, showing the emptiness. That is the combined with the glass and the water, pure water. So how emptiness? We also our body. We say, I'm a monk, you are a monk, and all lay people. That is we take the name by name. Only we take the color, but actually our the body is mind and body only. You know, we say the human being, but actually only mind and body, only 5 aggregates. This is also one kind of, emptiness. Yeah, that is, very pure. If we painting with a color, so we begin a painting in a pure glass of water. The pour the many kind of the 7 color put in, the powder or the color put in. So the water is the colorful, not pure. So we color with the unwholesome and the mind, unwholesome, the mental mind. So it became our mind is the dirty. So when we focus with the mindfulness meditation, with the loving kindness meditation, our mind is pure. So we remove all the color of the unwholesome action. So at that time, our mind is pure, purifying our mind. So at that time, we can practice any practice, the mindfulness meditation for foundations of mindfulness, and then we practice the insight meditation. So this we can get many, the upper level of the wisdom. So this is wonderful. So this is also, so this is and combined with the most venerable Thich Nhat Hanh technique, and then with the Theravada point of view. So this is wonderful. So thank you very much for your listening. So not very perfect. I'm talking about the venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, but I as much as I can, I learned from him. So he is a very great master of the Zen master, and then a very good example for us. He is a very effort person. So we should follow his, the effort and his motivation, his the how efforts, the chanda, jeta, uriya, and then the vimansa. So this is that we should do. Have to strong our mind with the desire, strong desire, and the great efforts, and then investigate our mind and body. So we should do as well. Thank you very much for your listening, and we should follow his the motivation, and then we should follow his the effort. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Bhante, Venerable Kundala, for your nice sharing, for your deep and enlightening sharing. Even though you are very honest that you don't know about most venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, but the most important thing is you are still desire to learn about him and about his technique, and which can be even applied with the meditation technique you are practicing. So thank you very much. We are really very happy to see you after a long time. Now I'm going to invite the next speaker, Venerable Monkema Sara from Myanmar. Venerable Monkema Sara is a PhD candidate. So we all know him. He is a happy monk in NCU, and also very friendly, very kind to all of us. So Venerable Monkema Sara, so please, you are welcome. We are humbly waiting to listen your idea about the meditation technique of most venerable Thich Nhat Hanh. Venerable Monkema Sara, please, you are welcome.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much, our moderator, Honorable Amul Sandi, for your nice introduction. And Apologize for my camera. My computer doesn't work about the camera. I apologize about that. Okay, good afternoon to my brother and sister. Today we are share each other concerning with the techniques meditation, concerning with the most vulnerable Thich Nhat Hanh. He is very, very well known in the Western people, Eastern Buddhist people as well. Vulnerable Thich Nhat Hanh is got the Nobel Peace Prize concerned with his deal with the conflicts in the Vietnam country, in the Western, gets Nobel Peace Prize. We are know about Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh very much, but some of us, we don't know about techniques, methods. What kind of methods Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh to deal with the conflict in the society, and what kind of the methods the most Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh to propagate Vietnamese Buddhism and Sino Buddhism to propagate around the world. That is very, very important, very, very useful for the Buddhist young scholar, Buddhist student. Therefore, to my brother and sister, our Lord Buddha, he said that the Sattha Deva Manusana, Sattha Deva Manusana. The teacher is very, very important. The teacher is very, very important for the human being to live, how to live in their lives. Teacher is very important person. We need very great teacher, very good teacher to guide our lives, in our society, our community, to bear the happiness and peace in the society. Now, the most vulnerable Thich Nhat Hanh, he used in his techniques, very, very successful. 1%. Vulnerable Thich Nhat Hanh used techniques. To my brother and sister, now all of you here already, he used the techniques the Buddha teaching is Anapanasati. 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 He used only Anapanasati to bear the peace, society, community, and happiness all the time. And how he used the Anapanasati. To my brother and sister, we should learn about hand a lot of methods. Last vulnerable, our sister Dolly Andy mentioned here. He used Anapanasati is all the time. When you sleeping, when you eating, when you lie down, when you walking. That is all the time he used Anapanasati. Anapanasati is one is mean. This is Pali language. What is mean in English? Anapanasati mean in English is like the breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. That is very easy to understand. He looking about the breathing in, breathing all the time, and not only this. Vulnerable Thich Nhat Hanh looking not only this, but also he waiting to see angle. Our sister Tole Andy mentioned already. He all the time looking for anger of the people. When you're angry with people, how can we deal with the angry at the people? Because the people have only two sides in their mind. They're angry, they're not angry. Good mind and bad mind. Honorable Thich Nhat always be looking for the angry, how to deal angry. Not another method. Honorable Thich Nhat Hanh used most of the time is compassionate. Compassionate. What is compassionate? Compassionate means when you see the people get the suffering, when you see the people get the terrible accident, and then how can we try to help them and sort them? The techniques. Yes. Another more techniques use how to share loving kindness. Loving kindness. That is the Dhamma, the most vulnerable Thich Nhat Hanh, how he deal with the conflict in the society, in the community, in the person. Like the he propagates, like the he propagates his teaching. How he propagates his teaching? He propagates his teaching like he built a center, meditation center. He trying to support the society, like the plant village. Now most of the world is very famous. The plant village, the idea from the Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh. That is remarkable. Remarkable. We never forgot his. We never forgot his method, his life teaching. And another, I would like to explain more about how to practice, how he practiced to deal with this. Our sister Dolly Auntie mentioned here very clear. Practice meditation like in wake up meditation, eating meditation in the center, in a public. How to explain the public? I think I cannot say at all what he had teaching. He propagates the Buddhist, his teaching, a lot of his teaching. I'm sure I cannot say at all what he propagates his teaching. Therefore, my brother and sister, Sattha Deva Manusana, the Buddha said. Sattha Deva Manusana. The teacher of the human being, the teacher of the God is the teacher of the human being, and God is the most vulnerable teacher inside, like the remarkable teacher. Teacher, more than teacher, like this. Translate into English. Teacher, teacher and the most teacher like this. Not simple teacher. Teacher and the most teacher like this. That is
teacher of the teacher.
Huh?
Teacher of the teacher.
Yeah. Teacher of the
teacher.
Teacher, yes. Not simple teacher. Teacher of the teacher. That is the very useful, very useful and remarkable and modern to apply in the society lives. Therefore, my brother and sister, in my conclusion, to be the deal with the society, to be the bring the happiness and peace in society, the methods, the most vulnerable Thich Nhat Hanh is very remarkable, very useful to be the give back from our community, society, one kind of teacher the teacher methods from the Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh. Thank you so much for you all. kind of listening. Thank you so much all the time.
Thank you, Venerable Monkema, for your deep and enlightening speech. You have pointed many good points about most Venerable Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh. And one of the most important point I like is the teachers of the teacher. And it's very true that Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, he has many teachers of the teachers, and he is above all the teachers. And we all know that our friend Bhikshuni Doleyanti, I think she also a student of the grand student of the grand student, but she also now become very good teacher. So is one of the good example. So thank you very much for your nice and deep enlightening speech. Now I would like to, this is okay, the number 4 key speaker is absent. She is Siali Sudarsana. So in this regard, now the first session is end. Now we are going to the second session. So this session is about the question QA or sharing or asking any question. So first of all, now we have 2 listeners today, and of course the Pojota, he doesn't generally participate. So therefore we have 2 listeners. One is Venerable Ayasara, another one is the Siali Kamanandi. So first of all, I would like to invite our brother Venerable Panyasara to ask any question or to have comment or to share his idea. Venerable Upanyasara, are you there? Hello? Venerable Upanyasara, are you there? Yeah, please, brother,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. So, thank you very much. Today, Monirat, who is the most venerable, Sandy. Thank you very much for the invitations to share my knowledge. So, good afternoon, all the brother and sister. Today, I learned from the speakers. So, they mentioned about the meditation technologies, the meditation ways, especially today we learned from the Tendency, the Dhamma Venerable Tendency in Vietnam, also the his the meditation technology, also the very famous is the Western countries and his country. I think that this is the quite different between the Myanmar and others. So about technology, meditation technology. Right? This is the I. Yeah. Okay. So here normally we can see that about Buddhist meditation, there are 2 kinds of the meditation about vipassana. And it is living kindness, right? Loving kindness. So this is
I am not there.
so we can see that 2 kinds of the meditation. So samatha,
they have I seminar city. Bante.
vipassana
Phoenix
meditation.
don't come. Bante.
So now I hear the one of the meditation. This is thinking meditation. I compute about the thinking meditation. In our country, they didn't say about the thinking meditation. So thinking is supporting our the pleasant feeling related to the attachment. When we seeking someone, our mind is going to the this present like this. So why not the Buddha monk? He also gets the second meditation. He using playing the guitar. So he's this is the I see in the people. And at times I see the comment. So most of the body lay people get a comment about the negative fact. They said no, the monk to play the guitar. It's like the lay people. Man did it. Man, the body man don't play the guitar. This is most of the lay people. But lay people comments like that. This means the idea the thinking the meditation. He played guitar like this. So I saw this is I see the many comments. So most of the late body people get a comment in this point of view like this. So I also feel like that this is so not good for our Buddhist community because this is similar to the like the lay people also. So this is doesn't matter for others the body community. So in my country, so most of the men didn't do like it. But like they use seeking meditation. We are normally use the four kinds of meditations, the sitting meditation, standing meditation, walking meditation, lying meditation. This is the the normally used about the four kinds of meditation. So another one is the eating meditation. This is also quite different between Myanmar and other country. Myanmar is Myanmar can use the eating with mindfulness. We at other times, for example, we can say the eating meditation, drinking meditation. We can do many things. So walking meditation, seeing meditation, and listening meditation. So we can do many things. So we need to understand what is about meditation like this. And then we can use the eating with mindfulness. So okay, eating meditation. I go to about the eating meditation like this. Eating meditation, singing meditation. So in our the budget meditations, this is the the two kinds of the bhavana. This is the higher meditations about the two kinds of bhavana, about samatha meditation and vipassana meditation. So that's why I'm confused about the singing meditation and eating meditation. So thank you very much, brother sister.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Venerable I finished already. Hello.
Yeah, I finished. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Venerable Panyasara, for your nice and deep and enlightening speech, for your sharing. Of course, the eating meditation is also, as Sister Doleanse mentioned, also it is also part of meditation. Of course, when we eat mindfully, also is meditation. When we sleep mindfully, also we can call sleeping meditation. And I think there is not much contradictory about. We all say that eating meditation is a mindful meditation. I think everybody agree with that. And also I think the singing also meditation. I think singing without attachment, I think it is based on the culture and tradition. And I think the most important thing is how we can feel comfortable, how we can feel happy with our life is very important. And then to put ourselves into culture boundary, you know. And I think also no problem if we can really adapt this thing. I think good. Now I would like to invite next speaker. She is Siali Kemanandi. Siali Kemanandi is also as well spoken in English and Burmese, and she is from Myanmar and also good practitioner. So Siali Kemanandi is a PhD candidate at International Buddhist Studies College, Mahachulalongkorn University. So Siali Kemanandi, are you there?
Yes, brother.
Please, you're welcome. We are waiting to listen to your talk or sharing or asking any question. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, all Dhamma brother and sisters. Today, very good, our moderator. Thank you so much for your invite me. So today, topic is a very good topic because of this the most Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh is very famous, but really I don't know him. But I already listen to YouTube his Dhamma talk because I want to improve my English listening skill. So that's why I find that YouTube Dhamma talk in English. I saw him, so I listen his Dhamma talk. But really, I don't know he is who. But I know this is a Mahayana man. I know. So like that, I hear he is a Sister Dole and the master teacher. This is very interesting. I also the same the most Venerable Vinyasara. So please show your PowerPoint, sister. Please again share your PowerPoint. Because I also interested in this his method. So in our Theravada Buddhism, Samatha Bhavana and Vipassana Bhavana, two kinds of meditation. So who is this Venerable support Samatha Bhavana or Vipassana Bhavana? I would like to know his method. Yeah. This is a sitting meditation, the same, walking also, to deep relaxation. This is the different. This is different. Mindful living with this is also a different eating. And then maybe I would like to ask a Sister Dole Andy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This all kinds of method is what is Samatha meditation or what is Vipassana meditation? Please explain me.
So you ask question.
Yes, question.
Okay, Sister Doleante, please, you are welcome.
Sister, please
Yes,
open your microphone.
You are right. Because that is the way to cultivate bhavana. And bhavana, we have the samatha and vipassana.
Yes.
But in mindfulness in Plumpilus, he based on the Satipatthana Sutta. Satipatthana Sutta has the object of the mind in the 4 areas: body, feeling, mind, and karma. That's why we can relate the mindfulness practice in Plumpilus belong to the Vipassana. But some way we practice inside the first, we cultivate the samatha like a mindful breathing. When we practice mindful breathing, the first we have the 4 breathing. 4 breathing just focus on the one activity of the up and falling and rising, in and out. And then we cultivate the samatha.
Yes.
But in Plumpilus, we don't say divide what is the samatha, what is vipassana. But you say the whole practice, mindfulness meditation, you know the main thing, 70% depends on the vipassana. Vipassana more stronger than samatha. But when we practice walking, sitting, and mindful in every activity, we also cultivate the samatha. And from that samatha, mindfulness energy focus on every activity. And then you move to look deeply to the nature of or the universal law, dukkha, anicca, anatta. We also, but this is the way under the practice, we also have the look deeply, or we can say the contemplate very deeply what we are doing. What we are doing in the samatha, just the outer, the mundane subjects. But when we look deeply, this is the supramundane subjects. From the mundane subject, we move on to the supramundane. And the main thing Plumpilus want to give us the method is mean you must touch the supramundane subject or vipassana, but they don't use the word samatha or vipassana. They use the word mindfulness. And the second thing, many people say about singing meditation. Yes, when I share this method to around the world and to the Theravada monk, they detach.
I like it.
Yes, because they always think singing attachment will be attachment. Because yes, my master say music have 2 kinds of music. One kind of music give you the attachment. But when you listen, you feel excited, you feel desire, sometimes you feel sadness. Because you nourish your mind by they say this is the akusala music, unwholesome music, unhealthy music. But most of the music in the world from this one. That's why the Buddha don't say, the Buddha say the bhikkhu bhikkhuni practice singing or any music, because that is the cause of Tanya. Most of music like that, the sound, visual, makes us craving. And also have the different kinds of music. The music makes your mind is peaceful. The music makes your mind more relaxed. And when you practice meditation, you also relax your body. And the music give you some good idea, like the sutta. And in Plum Village, all of the song, mindful song, we take some idea from like a technique practice or some idea from Dhamma, and we compose the song, for example. And the melody is make you relax, make you feel comfortable. And many people, when they practice singing meditation, they feel, especially for the lay people, because why in Plum Village we have many kinds of meditation, because we say lay people can practice meditation, and this is the door to open for any people who want to practice mindfulness. And so that's some activity the lay people want. And we must, from the negative side, we can move up their life to the positive side. Before they singing some negative, the unwholesome, the sadness, the sad music, and craving music. And then we move up their mind to the compassion, understand music. And they feel the Dharma in daily life. They don't feel go to the monastery. This is the difference in the daily life. That's why we say Plum Village or my master technique is engaged Buddhism. Engage is mean to bring the Dharma in the daily life and make like the normal. Everyone can practice. And many lay people, they like so much singing meditation. And I want to show with you some song that the meaning is very nice meaning, and the melodies is so relaxed. Someone, they stay with me when they listen to some song, and they know the meaning of this song, and they release their suffering. Many lay people, they practice. So that if you are the monastics or the monk and the nun in Plum Village, you must learn how to sing. And the way we sing is not the same, the singer. The singer, they sing like the people met the good boy, and be met for people more craving the word and feeling, thinking anything. But the way the monk, the way singing meditation is mean that we bring the mind, the sound, the body together, speaks together as one. At that time, we sing. And when we sing like a chanting sutta, we respect and nourish and give the meanings of the song to nourish your mind and to healing your mind. For example, this song, very relief, nothing too great. Happiness is here and now. I brought my worries. And it will very simple. But if you sing, can get in touch and can remind you have a many happiness in the world. So thus, singing meditation is the one kind of special practice in Plum Village. If when some monks and nuns teaching meditation in Plum Village tradition, they also beginning with the song. Or we say something the song, something we chanting, but we chanting in the melody like the modern melody. For example, the Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato, like a chanting like you, but the different melody. We also chant like that. So that we can see depends on the person. Plum Village open many techniques, but we don't push everyone to practice. You must practice like that. You must practice like that. You can choose. That's in the buffet food. Buffet party have a many foods, and you can choose the which one you want, and you practice. Why? In the buffet food party, you cannot eat all. You just take someone you want and be and enjoy. So that's singing meditation like that. This is just the Dharma door open for the lady door or some Mahayana monk and nuns. Mahayana we more open and develop, so that we can practice guitar, we can practice violin and singing. And in Mahayana, one thing is very important. If you do like that, but if I go to the country, Theravada country, if you want to offer this kind of meditation or this kind of practice, you don't have you just like a perform and someone to enjoy. And if they want to practice, they follow. And when I go to the Theravada, we know Theravada no singing. So that's we just chanting. But for example, and then if we know in area more open and they want to learn more, they open mind, we give. If they don't want, we don't share. Depends on the listener or depends on the area we teach. That is very important for the teacher or the Dharma teacher. We must do the suitable with the listener and the area or the country, the culture of that country. Thank you for your listening.
Yeah, thank you for your sharing. Even Theravada also have Buddhist song, you know.
Yes, but the Buddhist monk and nun cannot sing. Just the lay people can sing.
This is actually composed from the sutta, you know.
Yes.
So from the sutta, they make it a song. And I think in every country, you know, even in Thailand also have, you know, sometimes the sutta, Pali sutta, they make like a song. I don't know about in Myanmar have or not. Bangladesh also don't have actually, because Bangladesh is influenced by the Myanmar culture. Actually, our culture is influenced by the Myanmar culture. But when I went to Sri Lanka, I went to, then I came to Thailand. They have the like sutta, like they have like a singing. So it's good sharing. Thank you very much. So is there any question again, brother and sister in Dhamma? So
Yeah.
I think now 4:20. Do you have any question
So
again?
I will say something.
Okay, brother, please welcome.
So the sequence, the meditation. So I think this is also the good for the mind Buddhism, because of this is similar to other the religion. There is Christian. We can see that the Christian religion is the more became among the other religion, because they do think they do missionary about the thinking. That's why most of the young people are very interested to thinking like this.
Yes.
So this is a good way to missionary. Good way to do the missionary to become more and more.
That means you know
that the Theravada countries didn't set that this doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. So my country is okay to do the missionary about the thinking. This doesn't matter my country. This is the became the village our Buddhism.
Correct.
Yeah. So
because,
that's why the
yes. Okay, go ahead. So
yeah.
I try to say.
And before the plum village was born in the Western country. So that's very similar with the Christian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Pambles has to adapt, you know. Pambles has to also adapt with another culture. Actually, the Buddha also said, you know, you have to adapt according to the situation, according to the environment. That means you cannot be stick very as strong with your own culture. If you hold tightly on your own culture, it's very difficult to adapt, you know. So therefore, according to the situation, Buddhism can be adapted. Of course, we need to follow also our discipline, rules and regulation. We cannot break the rule and regulation. But what can be changed to adapt this according to the culture and tradition, we change. What we cannot change, we don't change. So it's very important. Okay, Siali, you want to say something?
Yes. I know this is different, our Theravada and Mahayana. I know, but I like his idea. Because of he stay in the Western country. And then maybe he thinking how to produce or how to support our Buddha Sasana. So
exactly.
You know, some people is afraid of meditation. Just a moment, you know, breathe in, breathe out, sitting, standing up, very tired, very tired.
Exactly.
They afraid this feeling. So that's why they run away our time by meditation. Okay, practice meditation. No. We afraid because this feeling is we cannot. So I think maybe this Binariba is he thinking how to support this his environment and his near the situation, how to support our Buddha Sasana. Firstly, he support mindfulness and their mind, singing song, slowly, cultivation and their mind. They want to be the peace of their mind, and then they support step by step, and samatha and vipassana, insight, knowledge, and dukkha, anatta. I know
exactly.
Idea. So thank you so much.
That's very true. You know, that's very true.
So now that in modern society we became their singer, right?
No.
If you can, not necessary. I think not necessary. But the thing is, you know, if anyone can develop his mind to use the singing as a meditation object, you know, I said that from the practice perspective, suppose if meditation teacher tell you, Venerable, you cannot develop in meditation because you're trying breathe in, breathe out, walking, doing all the things. So if meditation teacher find something creative, like, okay, I give you one song, you just listen that song. So finally you listen the melody. So you get captivated, that melody, and that melody can capture your attention to develop your mindfulness, to keep your mind one-pointedness. So you see, finally it will help you to develop even your mind. That means that if we use the meditation object, you see, okay, sorry, I should mention this, like how the monks practice Asubha Bhavana. I just try to mention here that you see the Asubha Bhavana, generally monk, they reflect one beautiful object. Okay, so truly, slowly they that beautiful object become old and finally die, decay, you know. But for someone, maybe this is a beautiful object, but for a practitioner, this is a actually meditation object. Yeah, Bante.
Yeah, how about the man driving the car?
I think monk driving in the car also according to situation.
Driving meditation.
Oh, I agree.
Yes,
I never disagree, but I agree. According to situation.
Driving the car.
Driving.
How do you
Yeah.
think?
You see?
How do you think about the Buddha, rule of the driving the car?
I think Buddha said that according to the situation. You see, suppose you live in a rural area, you have no people to support you, then what should you do? You must drive your car. Like
can you tell this?
Be careful.
I know, because you are just
no, he has experience, you know. He has a driving license.
Oh, Honorable Kongdula, you are really?
Yeah, really.
Driving
Oh,
master.
He is now out of the box.
Dole, we can go there. Dole.
Yes, I love to go to Myanmar, and he can go.
The mode of the Alice.